Hi, this is DonaldGearhart, and welcome to my final presentation of the level design that I created this month. Um, I went for a science fiction kind of vibe to my entire level, and that is the initial creation behind it. And I definitely think I have achieved what I looked for this month, doing something a bit different than the last few projects that I worked on. So, without further ado, let's look at the level design document that I worked on this month to demonstrate what I was looking to do. So, Mechapolis, basically just mechs in a science fiction facility that go haywire, and you are looking to escape. Most things with my level stayed the same. There wasn't too many cuts that I had to make in terms of scope and everything, but there were some minor changes I would say that I changed. One is the initial third person look I was trying to go for. Instead of doing third person, I decided to go first person. It definitely worked better for the game and the level itself than I initially had planned. The next couple things that changed a bit would be in the level objectives. As you can see, I took some notes. Um, the first is escaping the facility. Rather than escaping the facility uh, or just escaping the facility, I changed it to getting to the parking lot. So the next big thing was instead of the facility, instead of just getting out, get to the parking lot. It's more clear objective and main objective for sure. The other thing would be instead of using the coins to buy a soda, I had it more towards just getting the coins, collecting the coins. So that was one of the other objectives. Other than that, the level itself and the mechanics behind it stayed the same. So I think the look I hit the white and like very clean, very sci-fi aesthetic. All the buildings have these white walls and electrical lights glowing in different areas, as well as the outside. I kept with a like mountainous snow theme, so it's still that white, clean look. Um, Moving on to the bubble diagram, this really came in handy. The more that I look back at it, to kind of focus my light ideas, like just what I kind of thought should happen in trying to get out and having three different paths, as you can see with the maintenance, the executive elevator, and the stairwell to roof. Those did change a little bit. The locations or the things that you are going to. The maintenance shaft became just a almost like a warehouse room, and the stairwell to roof actually just became stair that led to a balcony. So from the employee lounge, instead of it going to the roof completely, because the executive elevator already was going there, I changed that into kind of a balcony that employees could have gone and stood at and looked over their facility during the day. Um, the bubble diagram, though, did definitely kind of give me an idea of where things should maybe be and what will be connected to what. Moving from that, though, I do have the top down map with the paths and the objectives. So this really got my visual idea of how things will be laid out, or should be laid out, or could be laid out before actually building the level, which looking back was incredibly important because a lot of times people can go and just like start building something without the idea of how it should look or feel. And the top down map with the objectives, I think, really focused it. So it does stay relatively similar. Some minor changes in terms of how far away the warehouse exit is, how far away or how overlapping the elevator and the balcony exits are, and the general area of the courtyard, which actually turned into a parking lot. Um, Other than those kind of, I would say, minor location changes, the map itself did stay really similar. The paths are the same. And a lot of the locations of the minor objectives are still the same, as well as the initial balcony that you can shoot the mechs from. So moving on from the LDD, of course, is my level itself. I do want to take a moment to say how much the LDD level design document really took my ideas that were good and shaping, I had a good look towards and turned them into a more focused product before even starting to build the block mesh and the level itself. Um, I'm glad that I was able to stick very closely to that initial vision. So looking at the level itself, you can see I did stick with that science fiction, very clean look right away. Some of the mechanics that I introduced are interacting with the employees, interacting with the coins to pick them up, and the killing of mechs. And also, I added a bit of a different thing, which was the lock boxes here, that when you shoot them, that's how you get the doors unlocked and opened. So to demonstrate some of these mechanics really quickly, click E and they will tell you a little something. So this one says to get out of here. This is how you get the coins once you click E and you're close enough. He mentions the coins, so you can pick up those. And this one mentions the locks. So it's a little bit of a hint to the player of like, hey, you do this, this is how that will happen. So just to show you this door, because I do have another slight mechanic that I created back here, which is this elevator, which brings you up to the roof exit. There's another coin back here as a kind of hidden objective to the player that they will be missing one, so it gives a little bit to more of the replayability. So the player gets in the elevator, they can get out, and they have kind of a look over the whole level here. That is the warehouse exit. So if the player goes down the warehouse path, they will end up there. And right here is the balcony for the balcony exit. You can kind of even look in here and see that guy and take him out if you wanted to, which adds towards the optional objective of taking out all the mechs. And then there's this mech right here. And you can come around that way, take him out, and the data collection is actually happening all in the background of the amount of coins that you're picking up, the enemies that you're taking out, the amount of time it's taking, and the coins. So when you jump over that, it'll tell you the amount of coins you got, the time, employees talked to, and mechs killed. So that is all the data collection side. And some players will look at this and go, I missed 3 coins. How did I miss 3 coins? Especially that one that's hidden in the elevator exit if you don't go that way. So that'll lead them to go back and try to get to 100%. There's also another hidden employee that is down the warehouse exit. So once again, if you don't go that way, you will actually never get that last employee. So that is a bit on the data collection side and the lead toward replayability for the player. Mechs, there are hidden mechs in the initial employee lounge, actually on the balcony that you could get to as well. So that is my level for that I designed throughout the month, from level design document to final product, with the data collection and all of the hidden objectives in there as well. So thank you so much for this month, and I hope that I get some great feedback on ways that you see that I can improve from here. So thank you and have a good one.